Do you own an Insta360 with the 1-inch mod and you want to step up your vlogging game to the Sony ZV-E10, but you're not sure if you even need to upgrade? We've got you covered. Let's take a Jam Life tech adventure. Welcome to Jam Life Tech Talk. I'm John, and today we're putting the brand new Sony ZV-E10 up against the Insta360 with the 1-inch mod to see which is the best camera for vlogging. If you're excited for the tech release season, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and hit the like button. It's iPhone week next week, and the new GoPro can't be that far away. So that's very exciting. Almost as exciting as I am to get a haircut as soon as we come out of lockdown here in Sydney. We were at Maroubra Beach here in Sydney this morning to do testing. What a beautiful day it was. Spring has really come to Sydney. You can see the surfers here packing the break off the main beach. And traveling back to the rock side, you can see how clear the water is. We really do have some awesome beaches here in Sydney. So let's move on to some side-by-sides and testing, and then come back and walk through the advantages of each camera and my thoughts. And just to point out, flow state stabilization and horizon lock was added in post for the Insta360. And catalyst browse was added to the Sony in post. As they are both applied in post, I thought it was fair to use them. And one last thing, the Insta360 was filmed in linear mode, and the Sony used the 10-18 f4 lens, except in the low light and bokeh test, where we used the G Master full frame 24mm 1.4, just to show the versatility of interchangeable lenses. So guys, enjoy. Microphone check for the Sony ZV-E10 from behind the camera. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Microphone check for the Sony ZV-E10 from in front of the camera. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Mic check for the Insta360 1R behind the camera. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Mic check for the Insta360 1R in front of the camera. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2, 3. So let's go to the first of the stabilization tests here. This is the handheld tripod test. You guys know I love to do this one. This is holding the camera as steady as I can in one position. And it looks pretty even here, but that horizon lock is awesome on the 1R. That together with flow state stabilization takes it out here. Insta360 takes it out again with the slow pan test, but it's really close. I think Catalyst Browse does an awesome job as well. It's very close here again on the fast pan test. And here's what I like to call the go mode test, which is moving the camera from point to point very quickly. Sorry about that peak design attachment appearing in the Insta360's view. And here's the walking stabilization test, of course. I'm really walking on unstable ground here, so it is a really good test, but I think both cameras performing very, very well, but that horizon lock just does it, doesn't it? What I've noticed over this walking test especially, I'm using the vivid color mode on the Insta360. It's a new mode from a couple of updates ago. I just think it's a little bit too much and doesn't look as natural perhaps as the ZV-E10. Just wanted to add that one. And here I'm running on sand, which is a really good test for stabilization. And Catalyst browse, all known not quite as good as the flow state and horizon lock, it's still doing an awesome job of stabilizing the Sony ZV-E10. And what most vloggers are interested in, how stable the walking vlog test is here. And both, to be honest, doing a really good job. I'm satisfied with both results. Here's a bit of a time-lapse test. I just wanted to show you that they can both do it, and they both do a really good job as well. And a slow motion test here. This is then a 1080 at 120. So we're 4 times slow motion here. One thing I did notice about the Insta 360, it does break up a bit in 1080. The image quality doesn't look anywhere near as good as what the Sony ZV-E10 does. And this is a battery life and overheat test for the Sony ZV-E10. And we did not get to the end of the battery life here before the camera overheated, but it was very hot and I don't have any air conditioning in the studio. So I was not really surprised at that, but it did not overheat until about an hour and 12 minutes. So not too bad. And for the Insta 360, we did not get the camera to overheat, but the battery was exhausted at just over an hour, I think an hour and about 3 minutes. And this vision is just to show you how awesome the bokeh is on the Sony ZV-E10 with the G Master lens on it. Just ignore that flickering background, sorry about that, from my LED lights. Okay, and here's the low light tests from both cameras. So we start at ISO 100, move to 200, then 400, then 800. And through the test, you can see the Sony being the clear winner here in low light. So what did you guys think? Let's go through the advantages of each camera. Firstly, the ZV-E10. Well, firstly and most importantly, interchangeable lenses. You can't beat this, especially with the wide range of Sony and third-party offerings. Next, that larger APS-C sensor. This means we can get better low light performance and image quality. Next, bokeh. Getting that blurred background or bokeh is a much desired look for vloggers. With the email interchangeable lens system and bokeh button, that look is easily achieved. Which takes us on to the large flip screen. It's so handy to have this flip screen when vlogging, so you make sure you're in frame and nail focus from behind or in front of the camera, and changing from front to back in just a flip. And lastly, I wanted to point out the better internal mic performance. The mic on the Sony was much clearer and well defined, and also with the windshield on top as standard, which greatly reduces wind noise outside. And now advantages of the Insta 360 1R with the 1-inch mod attached. Firstly, and importantly to a lot of people, is the price. It's much cheaper considering you don't have to purchase lenses as an extra. Next, it is more compact, very much lighter and easier to carry around than the ZV-E10. Next, stabilization. Yes, I guess the flow state is better than Catalyst browse, but I think it's not by much. and it's not really a game changer for me. And onto Horizon Lock. Horizon Lock is very cool, but you do get a huge amount of crop when using it, so just be aware of that. Lastly, a super wide field of view. This is an advantage, yes, but I find this view not to be very natural, and it's something I don't think I would use too much when vlogging. So one thing I missed, as you may note, for the Insta 360 is the effects you can add from the app in post, and they are very cool indeed. But I really do think this is more of an action camera thing, and we are talking about vlogging here, and I don't think it's something that I would use for telling my day-to-day story. But that might just be me. Okay, so for me, the clear winner for vlogging camera is the ZV-E10. It's just made for vlogging with awesome bokeh, bigger sensor, flip screen, and superior audio, to name a few. But don't get me wrong, for the price and size, you can really use the Insta360 easily as your daily vlog cam. I personally just think if you want to up your vlogging game, the Sony ZV-E10 is well worth the extra spend. But what did you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below if you agree, or you think that the Insta360 is the standout for vlogging. Or maybe you have another favorite vlog camera. We always love to hear from you and help you out wherever we can. And that's it for today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and smash the like button. We'll see you on the next Jam Life Tech Adventure.